all the next scroll the page up to end of the page. End of the page means we have to use self driver dot execute script, window dot scroll by 0 comma document dot body dot scroll height, document dot body dot scroll height. Okay, so this is the end of the page. Again, if you want to start up the page, then we have to use window dot scroll by 0 comma minus hyphen minus document dot body dot scroll height. Okay, so next to keyboard actions. So keyboard actions means we have to use action chains only. ACT dot key down, send keys, key up perform, key down keys dot control, send keys of A, key up keys dot control, ACT dot perform. Next bootstrap drop down. So bootstrap drop downs means there is no select class. Okay, so here how we have to handle means first we have to find the XPath of that element, then we have to click that element, then drop down it will be open. So for that drop down, we have to now if it is for the drop down it is coming means then number of elements, right? If it is a interval, in time interval means 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, today, yesterday, last week, so like this it will be there, right? So we have to find for all, for using driver.find elements, we have to find the XPath. So we have to store in one variable, then we have to use for loop for country in countries, for country in countries. Okay, if India in the if double quotes, if India in country dot text, then country dot click. Okay, so if it is 15 minutes in country dot text, then we have to country dot click. Okay, so now understand. So this is a bootstrap drop down. So bootstrap drop down means there is no select class. Okay, so first we have to click, then drop down it will be open. For that drop down we have to find all XPath, it will match for the driver.find elements. Then we have to use a for loop for country in countries. If double quotes India, if double India in country dot text, then country dot click. Next topic is we have to take the screenshot. So taking screenshot, how we have to taking the screenshot means self.driver save screenshot, save underscore screenshot. Then we have to mention in the bracket double quotes, we have to mention the path dot slash class screenshots slash home under home dot png. Then self.driver get screenshot as file. Then in the double quotes we have to mention the path, get a screenshot as png, we have to mention the path, get a screenshot as base 64. Then we have to mention the path. Here 4 options is there. Okay, self.driver save screenshot, self.driver get a screenshot as file, get a screenshot as png, get a screenshot as base 64. Okay, so next are taking a screenshot of specific web element. Specific web element means in the web page so many any images or pages is there, right? If you want to particular element, then we have to use first we have to find the XPath, self.driver.find element by that XPath, then we have to store in one variable, then button, we have to store in button dot screenshot, just to you have to use screenshot, that's it. Then it will be specific. Okay, so next frame or iframes. Frame or iframe means it will contain total 3 tags, frame, iframe, form. Okay, so then we have to use first this is the application, then self.driver.find element by that XPath. So first we have to switch the driver focus from main page to that particular frame, right? So first we have to self.driver.switch to frame. So this is the my frame 1, this is the web element, or self.switch to dot frame of 0, this is the index. Self.driver.switch to dot frame, okay. So next to self.driver.find by that XPath tables dot click, then we have to self.driver.switch to dot default content. Default content means move focus back to parent page. Move focus back to parent page. See here frames or iframe, how it will work means if you want to first move to that particular frame, then again back to parent page. Okay, so here 3 forms, it will contain 3 tags, frame, iframe, form, form. Okay, so first this is the application. Now first this is the my frame 1, self.driver.find element by .xml HTML, this is the frame 1. Then you have to switch to that particular frame, or switch to that frame of 0, this is the index. Then again you have to move to the main parent page, that is switch to default content. Okay, so next this is the important driver dot self.driver.switch to dot frame is the main, and self.driver.switch to dot default content. This is, it will move to the focus back to the parent page. Then self.driver.switch to dot parent frame or default content, both is same only. Okay, self.driver.switch to dot frame, self.driver.switch to dot default content, self.driver.switch to dot parent frame. So this is, we have to handle about frame or iframes. Then if you want to run only failed test scripts, only failed test scripts, then pytest -lf last failed, lf means last failed, then we have to mention the path. Okay, so if you want to run only failed test scripts, then pytest -lf last failed path.